Housemates steal my rum. They regret it. I lived with 3 guys during college in this rundown rental near campus. I had the basement room, which was perfect because I didn't hear their parties most nights. I wasn't a big drinker, but when I did, I liked decent rum. Nothing crazy, but like $40 a bottle, which for a broke college student was my one luxury from my campus job. These guys were total party animals. Every weekend doing shots and shotgunning beers. They'd blow through cheap vodka like water. I didn't care since I could barely hear it downstairs and they left me alone. Then one night I poured myself a drink and it tasted watered down. I thought maybe the seal was broken when I bought it, but next time, same thing. The bottle was way lighter than it should have been. That's when I realized they were taking shots of my rum, then filling it back up with water. Made sense, actually. They'd invite too many people and run out of alcohol. My bottle was in my room, so they probably thought it was safe to skim from since I barely drank. I thought about confronting them, but knew they'd just deny it or offer me $5. So I went to this specialty cooking store and bought pure ghost pepper extract, the kind with a dropper and warning labels about using only 1 drop at a time. Cost me $20. Then I bought fresh rum and poured it into an empty juice container I labeled fruit punch and hid in my mini fridge downstairs. I filled the original bottle halfway with ghost pepper extract, mixed with enough water and a splash of rum to look right. Put it back on my shelf and left my door unlocked like usual. Took 3 days. Friday night I was downstairs when I heard my door open upstairs. About 30 minutes later I heard voices getting loud like they were pre-gaming. Then someone yelled, "Oh God, what the hell?" and another person started screaming. Huge crash into the bathroom. I walked upstairs to absolute chaos. Josh was on his knees throwing up violently. Trevor was at the sink trying to drink from the faucet but spitting everywhere. Andy was on the floor bright red and covered in sweat. 5 other people were there panicking. Trevor saw me and between coughs yelled, "What the hell did you put in your bottle?" I shrugged and said, "What do you mean it's rum?" Andy tried to talk but started dry heaving. One girl was already calling urgent care. They piled into cars and went to the emergency clinic. Found out later they had to admit to the doctor they'd stolen alcohol and he told them they were idiots and lucky they didn't do permanent damage. Got prescribed stomach coating medicine. But here's the best part. While freaking out, they destroyed the bathroom. Josh missed the toilet completely. Trevor grabbed the faucet so hard trying to gulp water he broke the handle off and it started spraying everywhere before someone shut the valve. Floor flooded. Water seeped through old tile and dripped into the apartment below. Downstairs, neighbors complained about ceiling damage. Landlord showed up next day, pissed, demanding answers. Guys admitted to having people over which violated the lease and got sick doing shots. Tried to say food poisoning, but he smelled the alcohol. He'd already gotten 3 noise complaints about their parties in 2 months. This was his excuse. Told Josh, Trevor, and Andy 2 weeks to find somewhere else or he'd file eviction. They argued, but he had photos of water damage and lease violations. My name never came up since I was always downstairs. They found an overpriced month-to-month place that cost $200 more each. Moved out in 9 days, barely talking to me. Never mentioned the rum again. I stayed another year and the landlord let me pick an upstairs room once they left. Got better space with the same cheap rent.